we're coming along pretty well with our teardrop, and today I want to show you that we've gotten the wiring. We're getting right down there with the wiring, and I've got the galley here. This is the galley area, the kitchen, the back end of the teardrop right now. And the galley will have your cooker and water. It'll have cabinetry. You might be able to see the lines in here on this wall. Hey, this wall was a neat idea, because, you know, making this teardrop, I thought, well, I'm just building a square box, and I didn't have any way of sturdying it. So, and I thought, you know, going down the road, it could start, the walls could start to wobble and stuff and start to fall apart. But I came up with an idea with this galley wall. I made it into sort of a shear wall. And a shear wall, what I did is I extended the galley wall through the side walls, down in the floor, through the floor to the base, and up here in the ceiling, so that it's got all four, the floor, the ceiling, and the two walls are all connected to this piece of plywood, the wall, which makes it very stiff. And it's really, that keeps it from shaking and falling apart. But anyhow, you can see the wirings here. This is a galley light. This will be there will be a lid hinged right here, and you will lift up the lid and it'll go up and you walk underneath it. And this light will be on the galley lid, lighting up the kitchen area. And there will be, like I say, a cooler, a cooker, and water, and cabinets for plates and stuff like that. And, oh, you know what? This was a great idea, but I had a neat idea one time. About a year, 2 years ago, I got stopped by a policeman, and he gave me a ticket. Didn't have my seatbelt on. You know, seatbelts are sort of for, well, you know, it's not really manly wearing a seatbelt. And I came home and I thought, what could I do? And I thought, my hunting ammo belt. You know that belt that's got all the bullets in little loops through it? And I Velcroed that to my seat belt. And so now when you put on the seat belt, or then when I put on the seat belt, you know, it's, you go downtown, you got this ammo, these bullets hanging out on your chest, and man, you look like a real man. And people must have really respected me, because they were offering me their parking place, and you know, or else they just thought I'm an old idiot, you know. But anyhow, I got home later that day and went into my man den and started doing some stuff. I didn't realize that Grandma was going to her church prayer meeting with the girls. And she got in the car, and of course she doesn't notice. She puts on the belt, she goes to her prayer meeting. You know, they have something called an unspoken request. I don't know what it is yet, because Grandma's not speaking to me. So we'll cross that bridge. But let's get back to the teardrop and the wiring and stuff. I've got the teardrop on this little dolly, and I'll put it on the trailer in a little while, but this dolly really makes it easy and nice to work with it. But anyhow, you can see where I've got up here, I've got the fan, the fan goes in that hole there, be wired in. These are my dome lights for inside the cabin, for just lighting the cabin. I'll have two of them. One here and one over there, and they have their own switch on them. And this hole right here in the top is for a window that at night, it'll be like a moon roof. We'll be able to see the stars through it as you're laying in bed. I've got a porch light that's going to be on the outside of each door, and it'll be able to light up the area outside the teardrop at night, and it'll be run by a switch that's on the wall. And then we come to the front of the teardrop, and we'll have reading lights. This is the ceiling of the inside cabin, and the reading lights will be inside, and they swivel a little bit, and they have their own switch, so each person will have their own personal reading light that they'll be able to use at night, and they'll be placed about right here. And here's where I'm going to put the tongue box. There will be a tongue box coming out, and all my electricity is coming to that one point. And I'll have the battery in here. This is 12. The small wires are the 12 volt DC electricity, which is for the battery, and the large wire here will be for the 110 volt wiring. I'll have some 110 wiring in this also for plugs, for shore power and stuff like that, to be able to power that. And I'll be putting a converter in here to be able to convert the 110 to DC. But anyhow, it's coming along. I'm pretty happy with it, and you know, it's just a fun project. So we'll be talking to you guys later, and you have a good day.